How's everyone doing? It's Thursday, it's 3 p.m. I mean, getting this big of a show out, this is awesome. We feeling good? I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really excited to walk everybody through the new ad solution that we've been developing at Discord called PlayQuests. So we can get started. Just a little bit about me. Nice to meet everybody. My name's Meena. I joined Discord about 2 years ago. And when I joined, we were in the very early stages of the inception of the Discord ad product. And so it's been really fun to build this product. And I wanted to actually share a little bit more about myself before we start this presentation. So we're going to get really close really quickly because I'm about to get real vulnerable. I'm going to share a picture of myself. I thought I was going to get more laughs than Oz, but thanks. And shout out to my mom. She probably spent 2 hours digging through the archives to find this picture for me. But this is me. And for me as a kid, gaming was core to, just how I spent time. I had siblings, and we spent a ton of time huddled around our couch with our PlayStation 2, which was our most prized possession. And we would anxiously wait until one of us died. It was the other one's turn, and we'd snatch the controller from the other one. But it was some of my favorite memories with my siblings, but also some of my favorite games actually came from when we owned our PlayStation 2, which was Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. But my personal favorite was Need for Speed Underground. And every car in my garage was pink and had some sort of white decal. And I actually told myself at one point, I was actually going to have a car like this as soon as I made my own money, and I was going to be able to get a car for myself. I never did, which is probably for the better, because I'm definitely not cool enough to have a car like that. But at the end of the day, it's stories like this about gaming and what gaming means to us. That's really what I want to spend time talking about today. So let's start a little bit with the journey of gaming. As we know, gaming really started as a social pastime in the 70s and 80s when single-player games reigned supreme. Whether that was Pac-Man or Space Invaders, it really was about hanging out with friends and watching them play games. And again, like I said, anxiously await your turn. Later, with the internet, that actually changed the way that people started to game. You could game online. You had multiplayer. You could actually connect with your friends no matter where they were in the world. And that continued to be the case with the rise of online multiplayer, voice chats, friends lists, and esports as well. And now gaming is continuing to become an incredibly social experience. And we really think of Discord as the digital living room for all the players, where they're coming and think about no matter where you are in the world, you're hanging out with your friends like you used to. And while every platform is built for connection, content consumption, Discord is actually built for connection, and that makes us the social platform that actually connects all of gaming. So what does that actually look like at scale? We have over 90 million people come to Discord daily, and that reach is genuinely global across some of the biggest regions in the world. And let's talk a little bit about Discord. At our core, we enable gamers to build communities and seamlessly connect, playing their favorite games across voice, text, video, or streaming. And we have the receipts to show that if you're a gamer, you're on Discord. Over 90% of our users play games with over 5 billion hours of monthly detected gameplay. And they're playing for more than 2 hours every single day. But not only are they playing games on Discord, they're building valuable communities. We have some of the biggest active servers with over 20 or 30 million active servers across some of the biggest games, but also franchises as well as indies. Players aren't just finding games on Discord, but they're building entire worlds around them. And what we've seen is when you bring that many passionate players together, they start to do something really powerful. They actually start influencing each other. So while communities get players in the door, it's friends that are actually keeping them there and friends that are bringing other people in. We see that 66% of our players are playing with their friends weekly, and they're actually playing for longer when they're playing with their friends. On top of that, 40% of them actually play the same game within an hour of watching their friends stream it. Think about the last time you had a friend that wouldn't stop telling you about a game that they loved and you eventually played it too. That's the kind of dynamic that we're building on. And so we recognize we have something really rare. We have this massive platform of gamers, and we have players that are hungry for discovery and new games, and we have developers that are looking to reach this valuable audience. And so what did we do? We built Discord Quests. Quests are our ad product that we engineered to drive discovery. It's really about connecting our players and developers in a way that feels organic. So how exactly did we do that? We built ads that don't play like ads. So what do I mean by that? They're 100% opt-in, they're rewarded, and they're native. Users are actually choosing to engage and earning something in return. And shameless plug, you can check out more about Quests at our Discord booth. I might be biased, but I love swag, and I think we have some pretty sick swag, so definitely check it out. And what also is really exciting is that we've really built Quests so that no matter where your user is in their lifecycle journey, you can actually reach them with Quests. So whether that's an active player, whether that's a lapsed player, or whether you're looking to acquire new users, we have over 10,000 games on our platform, so we know exactly who the right users are for you to reach. And in terms of how that actually works in practice, we built two core formats. We built PlayQuests and Video Quests. And these are designed around the two things that move the needle the most, which is getting players into your game and keeping your game top of mind. We've made sure that we're not only building solutions for gaming, but we're building solutions for all types of games across PC, console, and mobile. So let's take a look into these solutions. First up is PlayQuests. This was actually our very first ad unit that we developed, and the goal is really simple. It's about getting users to play your game in Discord. What makes PlayQuests work on PC and console isn't just the format. It's the infrastructure behind it. Through our proprietary game detection technology, say that 10 times fast, we can drive users to play your games and reward them without any integration required. And we've seen that PlayQuests are not just efficient in getting users in-game, but they're actually playing for longer. On average, they're playing for 74 minutes and playing for 1.7 times longer than if they weren't exposed to an ad. Next up is Video Quests. We initially launched Video Quests on desktop earlier this year, and we recently just launched a mobile video product. For mobile gaming developers, we now support a video to install product. We're integrated with all the major MMPs, and we're seeing results are really encouraging, with a global average CPI of $7.40. We're still really early in this journey, but that's a strong signal that the format is working. And while we've been doing this for almost 2 years now, we started with an idea that we thought our players and game developers would love, and the results that we're seeing are actually proving that. What we're seeing is that players are 3 times more positive towards quests than traditional ads. They're 71% less likely to skip or ignore past quests. And 48% of users who are actually served a quest choose to enroll in it. The TLDR is that users love quests. They love them so much that they're even talking about them online, they're sharing tips, and comparing rewards. We've got the players talking, and we're just getting started. We've been in the early stages of building our ad product, and the theme of 2026 is getting to the next level. I'm excited to give the audience a look under the hood. A big spoiler alert is that we're building new formats, and we're building on the foundational product set that we have. So let's take a look at 3 new formats to start. First up is what we call instant play quests. Think about instant play quests as a product that players can stream and play directly inside of Discord. No app switch, no download friction, we've been working towards eliminating every bit of distance between the first session and the user. This removes all of the barriers of getting players into your game where they can actually demo the game before purchasing or downloading it to ultimately drive higher conversion rates. We're also working on getting users deeper into games they're already playing with in-game quests. This means instead of just having a quest where your user plays a game for 15 minutes and receives a reward, we can actually have them go and complete an action inside of your game that you find of value. So imagine getting them to a tutorial complete or a specific level in the game. Through our new technology, we're building the functionality for game developers to directly send us that in-game event data to complete quests to ultimately drive discovery and higher retention. And lastly, but certainly not least, we are excited to continue to build out our formats with our first takeover product, which we call a hero ad takeover. We've actually built this for the moments that really matter. So think about big launch moments, a major seasonal drop, or a collab that you want everyone to see. It's the highest impact placement we've ever offered. But we understand, in addition to formats, targeting, measurement, and optimization are key here as well. And we're building towards that. From targeting capabilities like custom audience to third-party measurement solutions like MMP integrations, Gamesight, and Conversions API, our goal is to make Discord a full funnel solution for game marketers. I wish I had some cool music like that. I know we've talked a lot about the gaming audience and what they're doing on Discord and ad solutions we're building, but I want to close out with some case studies of partners that have actually put this to the test, and the results are really worth walking through. Supercell ran a video quest to drive installs for their mobile game, Brawl Stars. The result was a 9.1 awareness lift among the 18 to 24 audience and over 16,000 new and engaged players. But the real story was actually what was happening organically. Players were finding quests, they were talking about them, they were sharing tips, and they were actually seeking quests out, creating their own buzz. And NetEase actually used Discord to launch Where Wins Meets globally on PC. Discord actually became their top UA channel with a CPI of 46 cents. And they actually grew their ad spend 11 times across 7 campaign flights. What originally started as a test strategy actually became a sustainable UA strategy on Discord. And what was at the core of that was a third-party measurement solution, Gamesight, to help validate those results. What I love about these two examples is that they're not outliers. They're actually just proof of a pattern we're seeing on Discord, that when you meet players where they want to be met, the results will follow. That brings us to the big picture. Gaming has evolved from the couch to a global community of 90 million players daily, and quests have evolved with it. Building a solution that meets players where they are and gives developers tools to show up in a way that's actually worth their audience's time. Your players are already here, so now it's your turn. Let's build the next level together. And all of this is just what we're building towards, and we're getting started. If you want to dig deeper, my team's over here. I'm happy to chat, and we'll be around, so come talk to us. And thank you all so much.